Good morning. It is Thursday, June 11th, 8:20 a.m. First order of the day, coming to the hospital. Panera, 8:14 for 3.2 miles. This is the hospital on the north side of town. So let's get this dropped off real quick, and then we got a Burger King following. Sorry, it's humid. Lenses are getting fogged up. Burger King 1056 for like 4.8 miles that we just accepted. So we got to get this dropped off. See you in a second. Panera delivered. Off to Burger King. Hello, good morning. Off the Burger King, just dropped off that Panera. Sorry about my camera. I need to clean the lens here when I stop. Like I said, I'm off to grab this Burger King 1056 for 4 miles, 4.8 miles, I think it was. Right next to that Burger King up here. You know what? I'll just show you. We're getting close to it now. There's Burger King up here, and then just a tenth of a mile beyond that is a Walgreens, which I got an offer for on DoorDash. It was $8.50 for 3.4 miles for a Walgreens pickup. I went ahead and accepted that, so I'm going to do both of these. I'm going to do this Burger King, grab this Walgreens, because it's just a pickup, and then they're both going the same direction. So the only time I really advise taking two orders on two different apps is if they're like literally going to be, they're going to be really easy quick pickups and they're both going in the same direction. I rarely do this, but every now and then I will. So we'll pull into this Burger King here. Should be ready because I accepted this it's been almost 15 minutes now because I had to finish that Panera drop off before I headed this way. So hopefully it's ready. It's not very busy. I was gonna pick up the Burger King and then pick up the Walgreens and then deliver them both, but change of plans. The Burger King customer's only a mile away. So what I'm going to do is Mark arrived at Walgreens, drop off this food real quick, and then come back to Walgreens and grab the retail pickup. So I'm sure that was not a rush. I don't want to this guy tipped well. I've delivered to him before. I don't want his food to get cold, so we'll go ahead and get this dropped off first. All right, Burger King dropped off. Let's head back to Walgreens. All right, I got the Walgreens dropped off. And then I pretty quickly got this McDonald's offer. It's not particularly good, but it's okay. It's $5.20 for 1.3 miles. So it should be quick and easy. This McDonald's is usually pretty good. I just accepted it, so I'm sure it's not going to be ready yet. But we'll go in here and grab it. This should put us about $32. Never mind that. I was just about to walk in the door, and then I got this Uber Eats offer, which is $11.52 for 3.6 miles for Dunkin'. So I'd much rather take that. So now we're going to make our way down the road to Dunkin'. Now this will put us almost at our $40 minimum. It'll put us like $38, $39, something like that. I'd much rather do this instead. I was getting a DoorDash right now, but I know it's not going to be as good as this one, so I'm not even going to bother. Oh, see, DoorDash is going off. We're in like the middle, like the very smack dab middle of the market right now. Up to the left right here is like the suburban part of town. To the right is like the middle part of town. This is kind of like the middle of the metro area where I'm at now. There's a Walgreens right here. Not Walgreens, Walmart, Applebee's, Sonic, all kinds of stuff. Walgreens, CVS, Dairy Queen, Taco Bell, Starbucks. Got pretty much everything in this little strip. Chinese place, teriyaki chicken place. One of the busier parts of town. This is where we got the Dunkin' Donuts order, which is to the right. And there's an insane amount of cars coming right now, which is really annoying. Good Lord. Why? I really can't complain about traffic because compared to like bigger markets, we've got nothing. But it's so easy to fly around this town that when you do have a little bit of traffic, it makes it frustrating because you're so used to just getting around so easy. And I finally am able to get out here. Watch, this light's going to turn red on me. Maybe. No, maybe not. Oh, almost. Oh, we're going to run that. Oh, absolutely. It was still yellow, so I'm good. This is that Burger King I just picked up from. So this morning, wife had an oil change for her car. 7:30. Had to drop off the car for that and take her to work. Daughter wanted a McGriddle. She stopped at McDonald's, got her McGriddle, then came out. So we got a little bit of a later start than normal, but we've made up for it rather quickly. So about a mile ahead, Dunkin' Donuts is on the left. I won't bore you with the rest of this drive. We'll see when we get there. Dunkin' inquired, box of Joe and a dozen donuts. So I got the Dunkin' dropped off, and a minor headache. This is the third floor of this doctor's office, which is not a big deal. It's got an elevator, right? So I get up there, I get to the exact desk where the directions tell me to drop this off at. And I get to that desk, and I say, hey, I've got Dunkin' for so-and-so person, this name or whatever. The ladies at the desk, they like look at me crazy like, we don't have anybody by that name here. Oh, did they say to drop it off here? I'm like, yeah, it says this office, this suite number, this front desk right here where I'm standing. I didn't say it like that, but that's what I'm thinking. And like I'm trying to hand them the food, they're just like backing away from it. Like it's like they think I'm trying to drop a bomb on their desk or something. It's like, the food is supposed to come here. Turns out the customer's name was actually the wife of one of the employees. She was ordering Dunkin' for the office, like as a surprise. But everybody, like, I don't know, but it's happened occasionally where like you drop something off and nobody recognizes the name. Like, oh, we don't know anybody by that name. So, well, it says to drop off here. This is the address. This is the suite number. This is the desk they told me to drop it off at. So I'm leaving it here. And then they like look at you like you're a terrorist. It's like take the free food. Jesus Christ. Anyways, making my way back down to my hot zone, just a couple miles away. We just picked up a Starbucks order. It is $6.90 for 3.8 miles. I already have the order picked up. Coming out here just outside of the edge of town. I've delivered to this person probably 50 times. So I don't even really need the GPS for this one. But we'll get this dropped off and we're going to turn around and head back to our zone. I made a stop at Five Below. It quieted down out there, so I made a stop in here. $5 clip-on microphone. It's probably going to be junk, but we'll see how it works. All right, we'll see how this works. I got a new microphone, as you can see. I just got it at Five Below. It's junk probably, but we are at Lowe's. Double order, $25 for like 8.9 miles. It is this Lowe's order plus a Panera bread that I got to pick up. I think the Panera bread is going to be the big tip because it's like 4 salads and like 6 bottled waters and like a 12-pack of cookies. That's probably going to be the good one. This probably isn't going to pay shit. I was going to drop it, but this Panera is slow. So chances are this Panera order just came in and they bundled it with this no-tip Lowe's order. And that Panera order is probably going to take 20 minutes to make. That's my guess. But we'll see what happens. All right, got this mic hooked up. Got it connected to my shirt here. How all the pros do it. Walking into Lowe's. Let's see if we can get this done quick. One of the items is a personal fan, and the item location, according to the app, is a little unclear, so I might have problems finding that one. The other one is a screwdriver that has a specific aisle and bay location, so hopefully we'll find that one easy at least. Really? Aisle 62 is going to be all the way in the back corner. Unreal. All right, well, the screwdriver was easy to find. It actually wasn't in the back corner. There's like a section in the front of the store where all the 60 aisles are, but I found it pretty quickly. The fan, I knew I was going to have a problem with, which I shouldn't have. It was literally in a box, like right when you walk into the store. If I would have just looked to the left right when I walked in, they were all sitting there. Big stack of them. I had a couple of guys help me even. Guys that worked there didn't know where they were at. Ended up just stumbling upon them. So, got these. Probably no tip, but we're heading to Panera. All right, well, DoorDash sent me an add-on. So this is going to be a 3-order stacked order. $7.25 also for Panera for an additional 186 feet. So it's likely going to the same place. So maybe it's the same customer even. We'll see. Ooh, it's warm in here. Lowe's complete. Off to Panera we go. And now I got to pee. All right. So I've listened back to my last couple clips with the microphone. I am going to quickly do away with it because it sounds terrible. I mean, it's loud and you can hear it, but it's just,
not clear. So we'll do away with this and we'll just go back to the old style. It was worth $5 just testing it out. I'll probably invest in a nicer one here soon. So off to Panera.
So much for beating the rain. On my way down to the hospital to drop these off. Some good offers now. Unfortunately, I can't take them because I already got some. I received a Portillo's that was like $15 for 3 miles when I was picking up these Paneras. So that was a Jimmy John. That was $11 for 4 miles. Try to get these dropped off as fast as I can so I can take advantage of these sweet offers while it's raining. Most people seem to be more generous when it's raining out, so we'll get these dropped off. Probably gonna get drenched and make it back up to our hot spot. All right, first order dropped off. This is the Heart Hospital. The other Panera add-on that was $7.75 for 1 mile is going in this door. That's the extra 186 feet or whatever it was. So easy enough. Then we still got to deliver the Lowe's order, which is probably no tip. Nice little 19-cent tip there from that Lowe's order. Higher tip than I expected. Base pay was $7.50 though, so that kind of made up for it. And then obviously the $17, almost $18 tip from the Panera order. And then I think the third add-on, they must have shown me my pay after I dropped that off because it wasn't on there. So I'll have to go back and look at that. I'm guessing it was probably not a hidden tip, probably $7.75. So nonetheless, I'm at like $57 on DoorDash, I think is what it was, and then I got $27 on Uber Eats. So we are looking at we're at $84, something like that. 11:49 a.m. So we are ahead of schedule. Why is this light already turning red? Nobody's even made it through yet. Are you kidding me? Anyway, it's 11:49. I'm just 2 minutes away from my wife's job. We got to pick up her car from the oil change. So since I'm already down here, I'm just going to pick her up from her lunch break and drive her up there to drop her off so she can get her car, which is right in the middle of my hotspot anyway. So it works out well. All right. Just got an offer. It's $12.15. Just dropped the wife off. Paid for her oil change because I'm a great husband. And she's on her way back down to work. I got an offer, stacked order, $18.85 or $18.80 something for 10 miles. One is for like a seafood, like a Cajun seafood place, crab boil place. And then the other is for Red Robin. Now, as the offer was coming through before I even accepted it, I got the notification that the crab boil place order was already ready, which is a red flag usually. That means it's been sitting there. Now, it could be one of two things. It could be sitting there because it's such a good order that they're waiting for a crappy order to pair it up with. Oh my God. We just had a Dutch Bros coffee open up, and that line is like wrapped around the, like, are you serious, people? Jesus. It just opened yesterday, Dutch Bros coffee. I've never had it. Heard of it, never had it. One just opened up here in our town, and instead of just waiting a week like a normal person and going when it's not busy, people think they have to go the day that it opens. I never understood that. I never understood why people do that. It's like, just, you need it that bad, just go to Starbucks for another week and then go to Dutch Bros when you don't have to wait in an hour line. I don't understand it. But anyway, back to this order. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. It's a red flag that it could be the worst order. Also, on top of that fact, it's an additional 11 minutes. It's the furthest order. It's 11 minutes further than the Red Robin drop-off. So, I'm taking a risk. It was only an order for a pound of crawfish, or was it crab legs? One or the other. It was 1 pound of crawfish or crab legs. So that tells me right there, it's just one item. It's probably not going to be a great tip. And it's 11 minutes further away. So I'm taking a risk. I'm taking this Red Robin order, which is like half the distance, and hoping it's at least $10. To me, that would just be worth dropping the Storming Crab order. That's what the place is called, Storming Crab. So we'll see if the risk was worth it. All right, well, I got that picked up. That was pretty much immediately ready, which I was kind of worried. Usually if you get a double order and you drop the first one, You get to the second one and they've just started it, so you end up having to wait. But that was not the case this time. But however, I did receive an add-on offer. I kind of reluctantly accepted it. $6.40 for 3 miles, but it's closer. This Red Robin now has turned into the furthest order. The other order is in this strip mall. That is not Charlie's. It is not Panda. It's around the corner on the other side of it. It's actually like a candy store. That's like a candy store, Mexican restaurant hybrid kind of thing. Ice cream store too. It's pretty cool. It's called Sweets and Eats. It's just an order for some burritos, but it's just going to this hotel across the street. Pays not great, but it's still like, what was it? The original offer was $18.80 to drive an additional like 6 miles that I'm going to now. So because this is actually less distance because it's across the street, if that makes any sense. So now this order turned into whatever the Red Robin pay is plus this $6.40 for 3 miles. So we'll see what it ends up being. We're already here, pulling into the parking spot right now. Yeah, tacos, burritos, the whole deal. Food's decent. There's better Mexican spots in town, but some of their stuff's pretty good here. Gumbo machine. Some wacky pucker powder. Get off my screen. Hello, I just have a pickup for Kai. Okay, so I played that right. The first order was $6.40, and then this Red Robin order was $10.90. If you remember, the total offer was $18.90 for like 10 miles, 11 miles, something like that. So basically, I would have made an extra $8 to go like another 5 or 6 miles out of the way, and then had to turn around and come all the way back. So I made the right call, definitely. Especially since I got that add-on for $6.40 that was like right by Red Robin. So that worked out significantly better. Ended up making what, $17.50 total for about half the miles I originally accepted it for. It was probably about $17.50 for 7 miles. Probably would have turned out to be six miles, maybe probably 6 miles. So yeah, turned out to be a decent stacked order. Still raining. Get this phone back up here in the holder so I can drive nice and safely. Bunch of cars coming. We're out here between Belvedere and Rockford now. We're like halfway in between towns, and for some reason there's just a ton of traffic coming. What is going on? Jeez. Anyway, we're gonna make our way into town. I was gonna try to record this drive a little bit. Okay. There's a clearing. It's supposed to rain like this, I think, about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. So it's going to be a washout today. So that should mean the orders continue to fly in. But right now, I'm too far away to really get anything. So we'll see what's next. All right, I'm back in my hotspot. I didn't really get much of anything until I got up here. Nothing good. I just got a double stacked offer, $16 for 6.5 miles for Chick-fil-A. Both orders are Chick-fil-A. So we're going to do that. That's going to put us at like $117, I think, if my math adds up correctly. So across the street from Chick-fil-A now. We'll go grab it. Stopped. I got some Mexican food for lunch. Everybody raves about this place called Marufo's Tacos here in town. Been there about a year maybe. I still haven't been there. It's my first time actually eating there. I've picked up from there. Never actually ate there. Finally got to it today. They had a torta special for $11.49. A torta with whatever meat you want and a 16-ounce fountain drink. Free refills. $11.49. Sweet deal. I opted for the Al Pastor. And I will say that it is the best torta I've ever had. It was fantastic. And it was massive, obviously, from the picture. Yeah, I finished it when I probably shouldn't have. It was just so good, I couldn't stop. But, Big Joe hungry. Polished that off, and then I came to McDonald's for my child. She wanted something to eat, and I hate McDonald's. and I hate feeding it to her, but I had enough points for a free Happy Meal or a free 10-piece chicken nugget. So I was in line about to use that voucher, and then I got this order for Stockholm Inn, $10.15 for 4.3 miles. So I was like, well, let me do this order first, and then I'll go get it for her. So here we are, Stockholm Inn, breakfast place. Let's run in here and grab it. More no tip action, as you can see. Stacked order, Chili's and crumble. I knew the Chili's one was going to be a no tip. Just had that feeling. But DoorDash did compensate a little bit for it. $7.50 base pay total. So people like to question where the all the extra fees and all that goes. Like, the customers are paying $9, $10, $11 in fees. There's your answer right there. They go to the no-tip orders. So, those of you that tip well and still have to pay those fees, it's like you're having a double tip because your fees are going towards the scum that don't tip. So, that's unfortunate. The other tip was $7.50, which is nothing crazy, but decent. All kinds of offers right now, but nonetheless, the pay was $16.55 for 8 miles. So, does it matter if they tipped or not? Not really, as long as the money's coming from somewhere, and I agreed to it. So, regardless if they tip or not, that's the amount that I agreed to. So, you really can't be mad, can you? Making our way back to the other side of town. Let's see what we get. I just did a Chick-fil-A, $7.40 for 2 miles up front. Skies are looking ominous. It was just raining pretty good a little bit ago. It kind of died down for the moment, but I think it's going to be off and on. $7.40 for 2 miles to the hospital. A little bit of a hidden tip. Ended up being $8.90 total for 2 miles. So, nice little order there. It's $4.33. It's kind of... What the fuck? Oh, anyway, sorry. I got quiet there for like an hour. By quiet, I mean just like a lot of crappy offers. And it was a little bit slower, but now we're after 4:30, so the dinner rush should be kicking off. There's 2 lanes in front of this hospital, in front of the main entrance. And, you know, obviously at a hospital, you got people that are constantly coming in and out of wheelchairs and crutches or whatever, you know, being helped into their vehicles. In the left lane, the furthest from the door, there was a pickup truck. When I pulled up, sitting there with its hazards on. I'm assuming waiting for somebody to come out. But there were 3 or 4 cars behind them kind of stuck because they got cones in the middle between the 2 lanes. So, like, you can't go around unless you run over the cones. And this truck was just sitting there. And there's like 3 or 4 cars behind them that were stuck. And I guess, I think as it was coming out, when I started recording, somebody told them they had to move because they were blocking everybody. That's why I said, what the hell? Because they gunned it and just like took off, like pissed off because they were told to move. But, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's like, obviously you're blocking lanes and you got people behind you. Like, be considerate and get out of the way. Obviously your person who you're waiting for isn't ready to come out yet. Anyway, I think I'm over 150 now. I think I'm like a 152 or something after that order. 153. So I should be able to cruise to $200, one would think, considering the weather and the fact that it's a Thursday and it's typically pretty busy anyway. So another 40 some odd dollars to go and we will hit our goal of 200, maybe even surpass it. I'm getting a Portillo's order now. Let's see what that's all about. Hello again. We are at Portillo's. A few minutes later, $9.40 for 4.2 miles. I was on the fence about taking it. I'm trying to get greedy because it's nasty out. It's getting busy. I'm trying to take anything that's like over $10 and less than 5 miles. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. But this is close enough, and it's still kind of early. It's 4:42. So, as you can see, it's not a beautiful day. Which means for me, that is a beautiful day because it means it's going to be a busy night. But I'm not trying to be out here too much longer. This is going to put me over 160 probably. I still have to calculate everything, which means I only need 40 more bucks to hit my 200. I'm probably calling that a night, but let's go grab this and keep this night rolling. It has cooled off considerably, which is great. It's still a little humid, but it's 15 to 20 degrees less than it was yesterday and earlier today. Sprinkling a little bit. Patio furniture put away for obvious reasons. Let's see what they got. Alright, just dropped off that Portillo's. I'm just leaving the neighborhood and I got that Chef Chen Chinese restaurant, $10 for 3 miles. They barely made the threshold, so $10 plus. That is going to be an $8 tip with $2 base pay. Because Grubhub, it's pretty easy. Anything under 3 miles is going to be $2. 3 miles and under is going to be a $2 base pay. Everything else is going to be the tip. That's just how it is with Grubhub. Anything above $3, they start to increase the base pay little by little, which is what all of the apps should do, but they do not anymore. So at least Grubhub has stuck to that for the time being, but I'm assuming at some point they're eventually going to just make everything $2. But we'll find out. Only time will tell. Holy, it is busy. When you multi-app and it's raining and it's nasty out, I'm getting orders from all 3 apps all at the same time, over and over and over. It's crazy. So off to Chef Chen. All right, well, we got that Chef Chen dropped off. That was quick and easy. $10 for 3 miles. They sent me an offer before I even dropped it off. $8.40 for 4.3 miles. I know I said over $10, but you know what? I'm breaking my own rules again. The rain has stopped for the moment. Let's go grab this. All right, order picked up. Looks like there's some more storms coming. I don't know why there's a traffic jam in this Chipotle parking lot. Jesus Christ. Fucking idiots. I hope they hit each other. I actually love this. Like right after a storm or right when it finishes raining, it's like nice and cool. The air smells fresh. It's nice. It's like my favorite thing about the summer. Or spring in this case. I guess it's still spring. I don't know if you can hear me. I got both windows down. It's very loud. I apologize. We gotta cross the... No, we don't have to cross the interstate. We are turning right here. I guess we're going to cross the interstate later. I could have gone straight. That's alright. It is 5:18 now. I honestly have no idea where I'm at as far as money goes. I think like 180 bucks, something like that. After I drop this off, I'll let you know for sure. Alright, well now we're out here in the country a little bit. Get a good taste of this weather. It's crazy. The wind's starting to pick up. It's about to get nasty again. It was definitely gotten crazy. It was just raining really hard a second ago before I could get the camera on. Drove right into it. What do we got here? That's a terrible one. We don't want that. Another terrible one. I just got an offer. $16 for 32 miles to go halfway to Chicago for Sbarro Pizza at the mall. I should have screenshot it. I don't know why I didn't. I should have screenshot it. I almost accepted it and messaged the customer just to shame them. I should have done it, but not worth getting deactivated for it. I don't know. I want to stay out and make some more money, but if it's like pouring, I'm not trying to sit here and get drenched either. Good Lord. We'll see if it slows down here. Alright, current situation. Are we having fun yet? Well, I'm at Tom and Jerry's. I declined a bunch of garbage, all kinds of garbage, that I wouldn't even take if it was nice out. And I got this one $16 for 5 miles with hidden tip potential. It is 11 items, all kinds of different stuff. So, I'm going to try to wait for it to die down. I'm going to give it a minute or two here to see if it slows down a little bit and I can make my way in there. See you in a few. Well, this isn't good. Customer's right in the middle of a flood. I just drove through even higher water than this. I didn't see it till I was in it. Alright, well, it is about 6:15 in the PM, and I think that is, I probably could have turned the apps off before I did this. 1 second. There we go. Now we shouldn't be interrupted. It is 6:05 p.m. and we are calling it a day. I was delivering that Tom and Jerry's, which was $16 for 5 miles. Thought it might be a hidden tip, but that's what the pay actually was. 16 for 5, which is still good. Over $3 a mile. Ran through those floodwaters. That was a mistake. I didn't even see it until I pulled right up to it. Crazy how that works. It's only like a foot deep, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but got that dropped off. Before I get dropped it off, I got a Grubhub double order, which normal circumstances is pretty good. $24 for 12 miles, 2 separate Chinese restaurants. But the first one was like on the opposite side of town. Well, really, they both were. And they were both bringing me back towards my house, so I was going to end it with that. So I dropped off the Tom and Jerry's, was going to make my way up to do that Grubhub, and then I had another Uber Eats came through. It was like $8.01 for 1.8 miles. I was like, you know what? I really don't feel like driving back across town in this weather. I was like, this order is like taking me literally across the street. Like, it's 2 minutes from my house. I just dropped it off. I'm about to pull down my street right now. I was like, let me just do this last $8 order for 1 mile. That'll put me over $205, somewhere in that ballpark. I'll post the breakdown of my earnings after this, and we'll just call it a night. $205 by 6:06. I'll take it. I took like an hour or so break. So I did that in about 9 hours, if you factor in the breaks. Excuse me. So yeah, so overall a good day. The rain helped, obviously. I mean, that was pretty evident with how busy it was the last couple hours. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely subscribe. I got several of you watching my videos that aren't subscribed. Man, I cannot keep my throat clear. If you find this even mildly entertaining, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. It helps the channel out a lot. It helps me out a lot. I'm trying to get to the point where I can get monetized and make a few dollars off of these videos. That would be ideal. Please comment. I love the engagements. Positive or negative. There's some negative comments on there. Basic stuff. DoorDash sucks. Why would you do this? Wear and tear in your vehicle. Yeah, I mean, that's a factor, but there's also a lot of pros. There's pros and cons, just like a typical traditional job. But we won't get into that right now. I'll make a whole video on that at some point. Thank you for watching. I will not be working tomorrow probably at all. I doubt that I work tomorrow night when I get back from Chicago. We're going to the Slime Museum. I'm taking Peyton to the Slime Museum. She's been begging to go for the last few years. Slew Moo or whatever it's called in Chicago. Some of you may be familiar. There's a few of them across the country. She's got her eye appointment at 1:45. Slew Moo is at 9:30 in the morning, so we're going to that before her eye appointment. And then after her eye appointment, I don't know if we're going to just head back home or find something else to do or what. But we'll find out. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. All right, on DoorDash, we made $128.31 today. Here's the tips. On Grubhub, we did 2 orders, made $18.39, $14 in tips, $4 delivery pay, and some change. On Uber Eats, we made $58. Let's send thanks for the tip. $2 tip in the pouring rain, no thank you, but the base pay was good, and it was only 1 mile. $10.31 tip, $12.83 tip. $203 day.